Damn.
What is going on, guys? Narcoleptic Nugget here, and today I just want to talk to you guys. I'm just gonna kind of, give you guys my opinion on something that's been bothering me in Rainbow Six Siege for the longest time, and I've been really hoping that they were gonna patch it or fix it, and they haven't yet. So here I am. And as you guys probably already know from the title, it has to do with the long ranked queue times. Like, these things are just not okay, and they need to be addressed. So I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege since the beta, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well. And when a game first gets released, there's going to be glitches, there's going to be problems, and it's fine. It's kind of acceptable. People find them, the developers address them, they patch it, it's fine. And Rainbow Six Siege is no exception. There was a lot of glitches, some of them game breaking, some of them hilarious and stuff like that. But they fixed them, The one glitch or problem, I guess it's not a glitch, but the one problem that they didn't fix is these long ranked queue times. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments saying like, Nugget, ranked is still in beta. When you go to click it, it tells you it's in beta, it's a work in progress, so you can't expect too much. And my response to that is, why is it still in beta? Rainbow Six Siege came out in 2015. Ranked came out, a couple months, I think it was, after it. I know it was just casual for a little while, but, I think it was 2015 as well. This game isn't new, so why isn't it polished yet? And I understand that it's easy for me to say as a consumer, I'm just a player of the game, I am not a game developer. But to me, slapping the word beta on there and then leaving it for months on end with these long queue times that aren't being addressed is kind of like, just putting a band-aid on it and being like, or at least how I interpret it is like, Ubisoft putting a band-aid on it and being like, we'll get to it, that should hold you guys over for now, but it's not really a huge priority for us. And in my opinion, I feel like this should be like almost like an emergency situation. Like, this is really a problem for the game. Yes, I love that there's constantly new content coming, there's new operators, there's new maps, there's new charms, there's new headgear, all that good stuff. Like, I'm not saying slow down on it necessarily, unless that's what's holding back the ability to fully fix these ranked queue times and just completely polish out ranked. It's possible that, maybe Ubisoft is just kind of like, throwing out patches here and there, kind of fixing it slowly so that they don't really have to do a major overhaul. But in my opinion, if you have to do a major overhaul, if you have to take rank down for a week to fully fix it, like, just do it. And my reasoning behind that, and the reason why I'm making this video right now, is because these, long ranked queue times are not just like a small blip in the game where it's like, oh, that happened, let's just keep playing. I was just, like, right before making this video, I was in a queue, a ranked queue, solo, by myself, for 30 minutes, over 30 minutes, and I had to just leave because I'm like, I don't want to just sit here for that long. And it's one thing for me to be stuck there for 30 minutes and it's like, oh, it sucks. But at least I have other things that I can get done during that time. I can respond to YouTube comments and stuff like that. And that's awesome. That's great. But the reason that I'm making this video is for all those people who don't have that kind of thing, especially the people who are solo queuing. When you play with friends, yeah, it sucks to get stuck in a queue, but at least you can talk to them, When I queue with AJ and Dills, and you guys know them from my videos, they play like Pokemon or like Flash games with each other during the queue. That's how long it takes. Like, there's a problem whenever, you start the ranked queue and your buddies are like, hey, what game do you want to play now while we wait? It's like, the ranked queue shouldn't take that long where you just expect to be able to play another game in the meantime. Like, that's just a problem. But back to my main point, and the reason I'm making this video is for those people who are solo queue and don't have those friends to play with, don't have that other stuff they need to do in the meantime, or maybe they're on a time crunch, maybe they only have an hour and they want to play a ranked game or two. It's those people. It's those type of players who make up a majority of the player base across all systems, like PS4, Xbox, PC, just the players playing by themselves who just want to queue up and play a ranked, whether it be for fun or competitive or whatever. Most people are playing by themselves. Like, if that player has to consistently find other things to do while they wait for a ranked game, every time queue is taking like 15 minutes. It's taking almost as long as a ranked game. Okay, let's say ranked games are on average like 30 minutes. If this person, and I've been there for this, I've been in this spot, if this person has like an hour of free time to kill, right, before they have to go to work, school, whatever it may be, and they're debating, oh, do I have time to play a ranked? When you have a full hour, just because the queue time might take 30 minutes, might take 40 minutes, like, that's a huge problem. And I'm pretty sure, solo queue is like the easiest pairing for like the ranking system. It's like, okay, this person is this rank, you know, we can put them in any game. Maybe a group has 4 and they need 1 more. Maybe a group has 3, they need 2 more. You can literally put a solo person in any bracket as long as it's within their rank or whatever, and you have a game, you know? Now here is where, you know, I kind of understand things get a little bit trickier and cause a little bit more of a delay. And that's when you have like a weird or kind of like a more unique number of people in your party. Maybe you have a group of 3 and they're trying to match you up against another 5 squad with a group of 3 in it. And I appreciate the fact that, you know, Ubisoft is trying to take that into account. They're trying to make the games as fair as possible. They're not only trying to match up ranks, they're trying to match up, you know, 5 squads against 5 squads, etc, etc. But my response to that is, you know, if that is what's causing the huge delays in the ranking system, then let's just get rid of that. Yes, it does suck when you're a solo queuer and you get matched with other solo queuers against a really organized 5 squad. I'll admit, it's a tough spot. But I'd rather be in that position than be waiting in queue for 30 minutes. As long as the ranks match up, you know, plats and diamonds are playing against each other, golds are playing against each other, silvers, etc., then that's, you know, that's fine with me. If I'm waiting that ridiculous amount of time, you know, just so that, you know, duo queuers get matched up against other teams with duo queues, it's like not worth at all. Yeah, sure, I'd be willing to wait like an extra minute and a half to kind of get that sorted out. But beyond that, I'd rather just play the game. And if we go that route, yes, there's going to be times where it's like, oh, you duo queue and you're constantly getting paired up against, you know, 5-man squads that are really organized, but they're all the same rank. And you know, that already happens right now. So I'm okay with that. I would rather that happen and be able to get more games in the day. I'd rather that happen and be able to play like 10, 12 ranked games in a day, rather than only being able to play like 4, because, you know, the queue times are just so long. Sorry for the rant, guys, but as you can tell, I'm just extremely passionate about this topic. Like, I spend countless hours on this game, and I'm sure you guys do too, and we all love the game, and we just want it to be as good as it possibly can be. But now it's time to open up the floor to you guys. I would really like to hear what you guys have to say, so please do leave a comment down below. Your thoughts, and if you have been experiencing these issues as well. I know for me personally, this isn't just like a one-time event, you know, this is happening consistently every day, and it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to like do something about this. So, you know, I decided to make this video. And I'm sorry to all you guys who were expecting a gameplay video or who wanted a gameplay video. Do not worry, my next video tomorrow will be a gameplay video, so I got you. But I did want to make this video because I do feel like, you know, with the amount of supporters that I have now, I feel like I have a voice within the community that you guys have given me, and I want to use that in the most positive way possible and to kind of benefit everyone, you know? So let me know in the comments down below if you agree with this video or if you disagree. I want to hear your opinion either way. But you know, if this video gets enough support, then maybe Ubisoft will see it and they'll reassess what they're doing, and they'll be like, okay, you know, let's take a step back. This is where we need to focus our priorities. This needs to be fixed. And yes, I understand that they are constantly working on it, but at some point, you know, working on it needs to come to a solution. It's been a year and Ranked is still in beta. That's a problem. If Ubisoft sees this video and their response is like, you know, we're working on it, but if you guys want that big of a fix in a short amount of time, then we may have to take the ranked servers down for like a week, 2 weeks. My response to that would be go for it. I would rather have to wait a period of time and then come back to a polished game than, you know, be able to play every day but have these issues that pretty much aren't even letting me play anyways, you know? But I'll shut up now. I literally can talk about this forever, so I'm gonna let you guys go and I'll see you in the next video. Once again, thanks for watching and good luck sieging. Bro, it's been 45 minutes and we still haven't found a game. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, Pokemon?
No, AJ, I don't want to play Pokemon right now.
Give up on my way home.